Can you beat Garten of Banban 2 without pressing the W key, aka walking forward? This may seem like a stupid question with an obvious answer. This game is so lame and slow and nothing, so how much harder could it be when simply not going directly forward? But this is easily the hardest Banban challenge I have done so far, and I have done quite a few. I have beaten Garten of Banban in less than 4 minutes, and I've beaten the sequel in less than 20. Most of the challenges I've done have all taken some time within that frame. This challenge took me roughly 5 hours. So I'm going to break down each part of the game and what it took to overcome the obstacle of not being able to move directly forward. Please hit like on this video. I never put this at the beginning. I don't like that practice, but I put myself through the ringer for this one. Let's get into it. The first real challenge was basically just adjusting to the lack of using W, obviously, but I managed to get through the very opening efficiently and without any issues. I actually did the first puzzle in a pretty timely manner. I didn't do it fast enough to skip Banban's dialogue, but I did pretty good. For those of you that don't know, if you do this puzzle fast enough, you can get the keycard before Banban's dialogue triggers. If his audio triggers before you pick it up, you need to wait for him to finish his lines. So although I missed a nice time skip, things were fine. I got to the puzzle with ease, and I did the puzzle with ease, but the next section was one of the biggest challenges during this run. This is the chase sequence with Nab Nab. Basically, after you get the keycard from this room after pressing some buttons, you need to navigate through this maze made up of shelves and get out of the room before Nab Nab kills you. This is normally easy because there are direct instructions. The blue arrows tell you where to go, whereas the pink arrows tell you the opposite of where to go. So you're supposed to use the arrows on the floor to navigate through the maze, or if you've played the game enough, you just know it. I didn't really have either of these advantages. Since I wasn't moving forward, I couldn't see the arrows until it was far too late to rely on them, and since I was doing it backwards, my prior knowledge of the game wasn't that helpful. I have a pretty rough idea in my head of the right pattern, but doing it backwards is so disorienting that I forget the correct way many times. Again, this was one of the bigger obstacles during this ridiculous challenge. It took me quite a few tries, and this was definitely one of the harder parts of the game because of the reasons I gave, but eventually I got it and could move on. A table more easily. Unless you're just talking about regular play, if you're referring to my video. I think actually that might be what you're doing, yeah. I was referring to 100% playing the game, of which there are things you need to jump and collect. Which I didn't do, obviously. Oh no, fuck, oh no, oh no, oh no. Yes, 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 yes! Okay, finally, holy fuck, my god. Okay, okay, we're good gamers, let's go. Where's the door? There's the door. Okay, let's go. After escaping Nab Nab, we go back upstairs and get knocked out by Banban and endure this brutal, unskippable cutscene. 3 birds and 1 stone. I get all your key cards. I get the perfect specimen, and I don't have to deal with that thing down there. Once Banban is done with his spiel, we have to break this glass to hit the button. The lack of walking forward didn't really introduce a challenge here. I just did a quicker way of breaking the glass and moved on. After that, we have the section with all the Captain Fiddleses. This section doesn't have a time limit or anything, so there were once again no real issues. I definitely got through this slower than normal because I wasn't able to walk straight into a room and then walk right back out, but I got everything needed and moved on. Then we had a bridge to pass and some buttons to press and then more buttons to press. This game is literally nothing, but trust me, this gets damn near impossible later. We then approach the Banbalina sequence. This also isn't very hard. The actual school sections are just as easy as they'd be normally, because they don't require moving around. What made this a little more annoying than usual is how many times you need to collect things. It was still easy, just like the Captain Fiddle section, but it was so much more inconvenient given my restraints. Oh, and also, yeah, joined, which was very nice. After Banbalina's overly long segment, we have another overly long segment. This is the part with the baby birds, and although I absolutely love these little guys, this section sucks without using W. It's not the hardest, not even close, But the birds run when you're near them, and without the ability to move forward, you cannot run directly towards them whilst also having them in your field of view. This still didn't take that long, and again, wasn't even almost the hardest part of the challenge, but it was definitely one of the bigger inconveniences. The bowling pins
The Fork Brothers were cooking.
Why?
Wait, can you knock them down again?
No. And there's one down
It's
there.
actually just a wall.
How did this...
And there's one on the ground.
It's not like I even died or reloaded the game or anything. What happened? When did that... Why? Where are they? I hate this. Not being able to look forward is very inconvenient. Okay, there's the bird. We named this bird Cremby. The bluebird. Oh, they're both... Run to me, run to me.
Cremby?
Fuck you!
You named him Cremby?
Yeah, the bluebird is Cremby.
It's not really blue, he's like turquoise.
Whatever, fine. Shiny bird.
I hate that the fucking noise that plays when any lights turn on and off in this game is audio balanced in the
so
fucking
loud.
worst way possible.
The
It's
only
too
thing
loud.
that scared me in this game was the lights. I screamed the first time
Yes!
the lights happened. It was so loud.
They're fucking evil.
It was so loud. It's funny, don't get me wrong, but it's outrageous.
Why does the third bird you place, always fucking do that? And the fourth, or the last sixth, or whatever. What the hell?
Wait, this one's straight up. Wait,
What is happening?
it does. Yeah, this doesn't usually happen. They always like place a foot on there for some reason, but like, this one's fucked. Oh, this poor guy. Oh god, it's so sad. He's twitching.
So
He's twitching. After the birds, we meet Slow Celine. The point of this is going backwards when you're allowed to move, so there was absolutely no challenge here. A lot of people choose to do this part backwards anyway. We then approach the cannon section, and I hate this. The challenge didn't make it much worse, but it is just inherently awful. The first thing to do was collect all the seashells. This was basically the same as all the other times I had to collect things. Then it was time to fire some cannons. This was not hard, and I got it done, but it is just not fun. Thankfully, this part is just...
Oh my god, this part is so ass. They really were milking it here. I hate this section because this is literally the same thing as if you were... This is just a fancy way of moving the drone to hit the buttons. Like, It's the same thing. You have to wait, like, a little bit, and then it hits something. Like...
So, there have been a few obstacles to overcome during this challenge so far. Nab section was legitimately a problem for me for a while due to not being able to rely on the arrows and having to remember a pretty long path. The bird section is somewhat frustrating as I cannot chase the birds as they run away directly, and just getting used to the lack of walking forward is a bit of a challenge when there's so much collecting because it simply makes sense to run towards the collectible. But nothing that I just listed has been that bad. There were difficulties, but it was passable without many issues. But remember what I said at the beginning. This challenge took me around 5 hours to beat, and that is because of the next section, the obstacle course. Doing this obstacle course actually broke me. First of all, the jumping physics are terrible. If you are mid-jump, you cannot move at all. This makes the obstacle course hard even if you are not doing a stupid challenge. If you jump, your fate is set. You cannot jump and then move a small bit to the side or anything like that. It is awful, especially when you're already giving yourself a huge challenge, like I did this stupid run. But the major problem that was made even worse with the awful jumping movement is simply that I cannot see where I'm going. The first layer of platforms consist of some pretty big platforms, so I got through there fairly consistently after some practice. But after that point, there are some very small platforms and basically no room for mistakes. If I jumped towards a platform that I literally could not see while jumping towards it, and I missed it, I had to start over. I did this for 3 hours on stream, and never made it. I had to give up.
Chat, gotta say, they did make up for the no pork thing. They packed this burrito full.
The game crashed! What the fuck? The UE-Clay_2 game has crashed and will close. Low level fatal error. I think I'm done. But I want to keep trying. I don't know what to do.
You should at least beat the game.
But what's the point? I've beaten this a million times and I'm not doing the chat. Sure.
I want to see the ending.
Really? You want to see the ending?
I think chat wants to see the ending.
I mean, yeah, sure, we might as well finish the game, I guess. But
yeah, you might as well.
After this, I just did the obstacle course normally, and then did the chase sequence backwards. The chase sequence is surprisingly challenging backwards, or at least I was surprised because I had done it a million times, but it's challenging for a similar reason to Nab Nab's section and the obstacle course kind of put together. It's similar to Nab Nab in the sense that my memory of the path and the order of the turns didn't help me at all. Everything is done backwards, and that is so disorienting that I didn't even really remember what could theoretically be correct. And the reason I compared it to the obstacle course is because the lack of sight made this much more difficult. I didn't know exactly when each turn would take place and couldn't see the walls or path ahead of me. This wasn't a huge problem because I could just turn as soon as I realized, which was pretty quickly, but since there are so many turns, I shaved off time quite a few times. This also wouldn't be an issue in really any other part of the game, but Banbalina got closer to me just about every time I had to go around a corner. So at the end of the chase, it really came down to the wire. And the ending of this chase is the other problem with the chase sequence in this challenge. The end of the game is outrageously difficult when you can't walk straight forward. At the end of the chase, you need to stand still, turn around, hit this button, turn back around, and then get in the right place to crush Banbalina and avoid dying. Normally this would be no problem whatsoever, but when you aren't walking directly into the button that you need to press, this took quite a few tries. Because if I hit the button before Banbalina was like close enough to kill me and then got in the right position, it still wouldn't work. However, unlike the obstacle course, I did end up succeeding. This is so hard to do backwards. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you might have got it.
I don't know. Did I got it? Okay.
Yeah,
it's
nice.
Over. Fucking
fuck, nice.
Finally. That's so hard to do backwards. Okay. Nice. Gamers,
you did it.
have kind of done it. Again, I'm not proud yet until I actually do this fully right. But like this at the very least, like this fully proves that it's possible. Because like the obstacle course is just really bad and it sucks, and I do not wish this upon my worst enemy. But this part, because of like because of that kind of the movement and how tight it can be, is okay, sure, we'll look at the snail. I don't care.
Hello.
Yeah, like, okay, I know for a fact this is possible, which is nice. So, can you beat Garten of Banban 2 without pressing W/walking forward? I was not able to. Psych! Did you really think I would let this game best me? I am the Banban tuber. I am also just simply deranged. After the stream, I decided to do a W-less run on my own time. I redid everything that I did successfully on stream just to make sure I had beaten the game without pressing W. And when I got to the obstacle course, it was still outrageously challenging. It was so brutal to just die and die over and over again. But after an additional 2.5 hours, I did it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, better. I didn't do it last time. Oh my god. I did it. Oh my god. I did the Garten of Banban 2 obstacle course backwards. It took me 4 hours total to do this. I'm recording. I did this on stream. I did this on stream for 3 hours, and I've been doing it for... I did it 2 hours off stream. Okay, no, so it's been 5, actually. Never mind, it took me 5 hours. Oh, I can finally... Yes, this means I can actually get my title. I can make a video called Can You Beat Garten of Banban without pressing W. I did it, gamers. Oh, man. My chest is actually hurting, because... when I was getting to the end, the fucking pressure really kicked in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's over. It's over. I have been the Banban Tuber. Thank you for watching. I beat Garten of Banban 2 without running, without pressing the W key, without going forward. I am a winner. I have done it. I am the Banban Tuber. I am the Banban Tuber.